All right, Top Billin, there's a lot of different ways that you can go with this one right here with the Seahawks losing to the Rams by the score of 17-16 here. So I got to approach this one with kid gloves because I know how the Seattle Seahawks fan base is. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to mention the fact that there are some Seattle fans who got exactly what they deserved because they got exactly what they wanted. Geno Smith, wincing in pain, obvious arm injury, looked really bad, looked really severe with the way he was wincing and everything like that. So they got to see a nice little stretch with Drew Lock at quarterback. And as we see right here, 2 out of 6 for 3 yards with 1 interception. Now, is that all on Drew Lock? Nah, it's not going to be all on Drew Lock. It's a team game. But I think some of the people can see that you can't put everything all on Geno Smith like everyone. Let me stop saying everyone. Like a lot of people, or like the people who do. I'm tired of having to fucking treat you goofballs with kid gloves. Like the people who do always do. The people who go there with Geno Smith are the same people who will not go there with Drew Lock. Now, Drew Lock obviously coming in relief. I didn't like Drew Lock's body language, right? His body language when Geno Smith actually went back in for that last drive, he was like sulking and, you know what I'm saying? Geno Smith was once a backup quarterback too for a long time. He was a quarterback or a backup quarterback to the artist formerly known as. Did anybody ever see Geno Smith pout with his lip quivering? It looked like that man's lip was quivering, man. All right, so listen. You got Shane Waldron. His red zone play calling leaves a lot to be desired, right? Now, he's definitely got to step it up in that aspect. But as a team, those damn penalties, this is something that people, when they come to my channel, they never actually mention. Seattle Seahawks, one of the most undisciplined teams in the NFL. I'd have to go and look at it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were at the top half of penalty or teams, you know what I'm saying, as far as penalties go. They had a lot of good stuff going on this one as far as the defense goes, right? Ton of zone defense, a ton of stuff that towards the end, to where if they had just a little bit in that little stretch from Drew Lock, they probably win that game. Geno Smith came back in firing with his messed up elbow and got it to where at least they could attempt a field goal there. So, all right, so going back and look at this interception right here on this non-route to Tyler Lockett here. It's a bad throw. It's really only one decision to make on this one right here is to go here because it looks like they zeroed it out. Or I can't tell if they start with a split safety look here. I have to see it from another angle. That's why I want to come back with the all-22 really and dial in on this right here. But it's just a bad throw. And if Geno did this, people will be running to the channel right here at this moment right here. Jakob, they'd be running to the channel telling me, right, like they don't have no friends in the world. They run to the YouTube guy, the YouTube guy from across the country, running to me, telling me how much he sucks, and this and that. But they won't keep that same energy with something like this, right? Let's go in a little further on this one right here. It's like Tyler Lockett, right? Gets him on his hip pocket right here. Now, it's not a lot of separation on this. This doesn't seem like something Tyler Lockett could absolutely go up and jump over somebody and get. So if this is, I don't know, Jake Bobo or DK Metcalf or something like that, but he's in his hip pocket the entire time. This really doesn't look like there's really nowhere to go with this right here. And then he still underthrows it. He's supposed to be the greatest deep ball thrower of all time or whatever like that. And he underthrows this to Tyler Lockett. And yeah, it was definitely an opportune time to have a turnover. But hey, turnovers happen, man. People throw interceptions, right? Well, actually, no. Only Geno Smith throws interceptions. I was told. One of the things you have to point out, though, right? The penalties. And this specific penalty right here, I just want to kind of go back and look at it now. We had the thing right here on the channel last time. People calling Devin Witherspoon already the best cornerback in the NFL. That is asinine to me for any human being, right? Any male to even conjure up in their mind, this guy being the best cornerback in the NFL already. When, I don't know, man. This should just be Looney Tune type shit to me. But I want to look at this right here. Now, I'm trying to figure out where the penalty is right here. Now, this is something that, all right, he's running across. He does have his hand on him right here. Now, Nakua's going to encounter a lot of sanitation right here. Look, you can see him pulling his jersey right here. So, there's really no need to even do this, right? You're really playing with fire. Like, people going to be like, oh, he shouldn't, he did this and that or whatever like that. There's no reason to be pulling up on the man's jersey right there. And then you see right here as he turns to look for the ball, it looks like he gets his feet clipped right there. So all in all, with that there, and then I think you see Devin Witherspoon towards the end kind of push him down as well. Just a little bit he's starting to go down on his own right there, but Devin does have his hands on him. I don't know. I personally wouldn't call it, but you can see him right there. And then when he's going down, he does push him down right here. Look, bang, splakataya, right? Scramble his eggs a little bit, right? This is like a lot of unnecessary stuff. Like when Devin Witherspoon slammed the dude, right? Congratulations, bro. You slammed a 160-pound dwarf dude. Like, what is that about? That's like unnecessary penalties. Your man Pete Carroll needs to get that shit under control. Seattle Seahawks is a damn good team there. You can see some of the stuff that they can do on both sides of the ball, but it's like little shit that keeps them there, like the penalties, Shane Waldron's lack of imagination in the red zone, right? It's like run, pass. Like, let's get in 3rd and 10. Like his goal seems to be to see how bad of a 3rd down deficit they can be in. He loves 3rd and 15 and all this shit like that. It's not all his fault, obviously. You get false starts, you get holding calls, you get drop passes, a lot of different stuff. At the beginning of the game, they had a little rhythm going. Will Dissly just drops a pass. It's just like a wide open pass, just drops it. And I noticed that with Seattle. They get a lot of those drops there and people don't say anything about them. A lot of the penalties, people don't say anything about them. They just want to harp on one single aspect of the game, which is the quarterback, the starting quarterback, and go from there. But then you get to see Drew Lock come in the game and looks a lot similar, right? In some aspects, actually look a lot worse, but in a truncated period of time there. But as you can see there, man, a lot of stuff with guys not being on the same page. Now, I have to go back and look, but, man, they were zeroing it out for Drew Lock, meaning like, the respect, right? They wanted him to show some accuracy or something like that before they would get out of some of this stuff right here. Now look at this. Not a bad idea at all. It's zeroed out. You have a seam route going right here. Now this is some of the miscommunication stuff that I'm talking about. We didn't put this on Drew Lock right here. It's the miscommunication stuff that I see a lot with Geno Smith and some of these receivers, but I don't know. Your man looks like he's running a seam. Drew Lock throws it to the post. Right, he throws it. I don't know what to say about this right here. Look at this. He throws it straight down the middle of the field. Right, you're going to say that, okay, Smith and Jigba's not looking. But when he does, obviously he's going to look, I guess, when he feels that he clears the coverage there. And if he threw it right to the seam, shit, your man is probably still running to this day. But he throws it to the post right here. And I don't know what to tell you, but I do know what would have happened had this been Geno Smith throwing this particular pass, and you cannot deny it. People would have been pissed off. I remember people coming in talking about Geno Smith getting his passes batted down. We see the fake tosser right here. Your man off of his back foot trying to lollipop that bad boy, bang, gets his shit Vin Baker. Vin Baker, get his shit packed, right? Let's see if you could come right here and maybe fake this bad boy and then try to sidearm it or something like that. But, hey, you live and you learn right there. That's definitely a momentum killer right there. But Geno came up in that bad boy firing at the end, no doubt about that. They converted a 3rd down right here on a Jakob right there to DK Metcalf, past the field goal target line and everything. And, hey, man, sometimes it just does not go your way right there. I don't know what to tell you, but I do know what to tell you. First and foremost, you guys need to, as fans, concentrate on who's on the schedule. You know how many of you people coming to me always wanting to talk to me about the Philadelphia Eagles game and all this and that? And I'm like, yo, won't you worry about your own division? Seahawks got swept by the LA Rams. a 3-6 LA Rams team at the time right now, and they have to play the San Francisco 49ers, who actually does not suck, as if many people told me they would during the preseason, right, or the off season there, and they said this was the time for San Francisco was gonna suck for some odd reason. They clearly don't suck. But guess what? Seattle doesn't suck either. We shall see how it goes as far as that quarterback situation goes. I can't lie. I wanted to see Drew Lock be put in that end of the game situation. I want to see Drew Lock have to play the San Francisco 49ers defense as well. But hey, it is what it is on our front. I don't even want to make it about a Drew Lock versus Geno Smith thing, because it's really about the fans that are pushing a crazy narrative that doesn't make any sense to me by blaming everything on the quarterback. But if you can't see there, it definitely goes beyond the quarterback. They have a lot of things to clean up there, but we shall see how that goes there. But I want to come back on the R22 because they were doing some really good things that a lot of people said that they could not do. One of them being the screen game. I was told countless times by a bunch of sheeple parrots that the Seahawks can't run a screen. They haven't been able to ever run a screen or something like that. I'm like, man, stop saying the same shit, bro. Run the goddamn screen. It's not rocket science. And you can see now they've run quite a few different screens that have had a lot of success there. So being able to add that in there, maybe they should add that in the red zone and try to give Geno Smith some easier throws instead of getting him in the 3rd and 15 in the red zone, in the low red zone at that. Crazy stuff like that. But let me know what you think about this game right here. I really just wanted to come and I could have just put something on, but like, hey, just let me know what you think about this game, because I have to know what the people out there are thinking about this particular one when people finally got a chance to see their guy Drew Lock out there in action. All right, well, let me know how that goes there. Your boy will be back, and got a game coming up very soon for you guys as well against a very, very tough San Francisco team that could be the class of the NFC. So we shall see. Chance for redemption for your Seattle Seahawks. All right.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.